Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Homesteading Off the Grid and another morning ramble. First, I want to address the jack-o'-lantern behind me. We've been getting a lot of new subscribers lately, and some people have asked what's up with the pumpkin on the wood or something. I don't really understand YouTube, and I don't know how to use graphics or do any editing things. And if you watched my wife's cooking video yesterday where she cooked the tomato rice, you know that sometimes my finger will actually even push the buttons on this phone or our used digital camera. We got it at a thrift store for $3 that we use to make these videos, and it will stop the recording, and we don't know how to fix that, so we just start recording again and apologize. So anyway, what that has to do with the pumpkin is that as of this recording, it's October. It's October 18th, actually a very special day, and I'm getting ready to tell you why. It's the topic of this morning ramble. And Halloween is in October. Halloween is on October 31st. Most years. I think it is this year too. So anyway, that's about as graphically, technologically inclined as I can figure out to be while making these videos here in October. I put this jack-o'-lantern back here we got at the thrift store for 99 cents on the wood pile. And then the lighthouse, of course, too, if you missed that one. That's kind of symbolic of how, we didn't realize we were looking for something, but we found what we didn't know we were looking for, and that is you guys, our loyal subscribers who don't mind seeing a beautiful woman like my wife be actually a wonderful human being, a wonderful mother, wonderful wife, just an all-around good person, and you don't have to see her scantily clad twirling fire or something. We talked about clickbait and how people just kind of don't enjoy wholesomeness anymore. But the folks who watch this channel, and guys, here's proof, and here's my first derailment here. We watched the mountain chart, graph chart of our views throughout the day, and it's so funny because you see the chart, the graph going up like this, up, until about 5 p.m. our views peak, and then it's drops straight down, and we used to panic. We used to say, oh no, what happened? Did we get kicked off of YouTube? Because we still don't really understand the whole YouTube thing, and then it'll just deadline for 2 hours. Our views are 80% less of what they had been at the peak, and then boom, it spikes back up. Well, we figured out why that happens. It's because our subscribers, you guys, and I want to thank each and every one of you for doing this because this is what we do too. You guys eat dinner with your families, not your gadgets. And you can see it from our mountain chart. Views are going up, up. They're peaking. It's wow, look at all these views. And then bam, sharp drop off. It's because you guys are having dinner with your families, not your gadgets. And we thank you for that because we think that is important, and we think, especially here in the United States, that's a lost art. And then after everybody's had their dinner, they get back online, and then our views spike again. But then we can tell that everybody goes to bed at a decent hour, and they drop again by 10 p.m. So thank you for getting your sleep and making sure that your little ones are getting their sleep too. Okay, so I was trying to think about what am I going to talk about today, and I couldn't think about any thing to talk about because the only thing I'm thinking about is the fact that it's October 18th, like I mentioned, which is my beautiful bride's birthday. Today is Dearly's birthday. She's 31 years old. She was born in 1987, and we've been together 9 years, almost 9 years, and we always marvel at how all the time we say it feels like we just started dating, and we say it feels like we just started, or it feels like we're dating. It doesn't really feel like we're married, though we are married. And we think about why is that, and well, it's because we still live and treat each other as if we're kind of dating. I mean, you guys can see it in our videos we make together. We're just kind of goofballs and stuff. It's like the fun has never ended. It's never stopped, and I don't anticipate that it ever will. We're serious as can be when we're with our son and when we've got to take care of our responsibilities, but it's when it's just us. And I mean, well, you guys have seen some of it. You've only seen a small microcosmic glimpse. I mean, it's just nonstop fun with me and her. And she keeps me young. I mean, there's a 14-year age difference. It's obvious, but she keeps me young. So today's her birthday. What did I get her? Well, I haven't gotten it yet. I know kind of what it is, and I know where it is, but here's the deal with that. Dearly, she grew up in the Philippines. She grew up very poor, at a level of poverty no one in America knows. And I'm sorry if you disagree with me and you say, well, there's poor people in America. Folks, if you had the great fortune and blessing to be born in America and grow up in America, yes, we have problems. Yes, people have gone through hardships. But you cannot fathom the poverty that exists outside of our borders. Dearly grew up with that, with 11 siblings in a room or in a home the size of this woodshed I'm sitting in. Over there's my hay for the winter. And that's all grass clippings, by the way. But seriously, and guys, I'm not exaggerating. When I went to the Philippines to stay for 6 years after being there for a couple times off and on and not being able to make it over here, I went back. And I went and saw my bride's family's place for the first time because she was pregnant with Daniel, and she went to stay with her parents. It's the size of this woodshed. So my point is, she has never been materialistic. But when I learned early on, when I go buy her something because I want to surprise her, she's always happy about whatever I get her. She's easy to please, but she has more fun in going and picking it out than she does actually receiving the gift. So today's her birthday. I know what I'm going to get her, but I'm going to take her with me when I get it, so I let her be the one to pick it out. And she's excited. I told her last night, but I didn't tell her what I'm getting her. See, that's the deal. Now, number two, she's very thrifty like me. A lot of people have this misconception that when you end up marrying a lady from a place like from where Dearly's from, that they just, they're a bunch of purse robbers, gold diggers. No. If I spend too much money on anything for her, she gets upset because she knows that's money that could have been spent on food or utilities or medicine for when our child might get sick. She knows the value of a dollar. You know what? I thought I knew the value of a dollar. She's kind of retaught me the value of a dollar because she knows what it's like to go without food, without electricity and water, and she knows what it's like to not be able to have access to medicine if you're sick. I mentioned there was 11 children in her family. There used to be 12. I mean, I'm not trying to disclose some painful information here about a family, but she had a little brother that died when she was a little girl. The little boy was 4. He was sick, and the family just simply couldn't afford to get treatment for him. You know, I had dengue fever when I lived over in the Philippines, and it's like malaria's evil first cousin. On the island we lived on, Mindanao, approximately 1,000 people a year die from dengue fever. It was very painful. They call it bone break fever because the virus embeds into your bones and it feels like your bones are being broken while you have it. It was very painful and it was prolonged. I had it for about 10 days or 2 weeks. I was in the hospital. I lived. I survived. And the reason why is because I had the money to get treatment. It's not that 1,000 people a year die of dengue fever in Mindanao. It's that 1,000 people a year die because they don't have the money to get the treatment when they get dengue fever in Mindanao, the southernmost major island of the Philippines where we lived. So wasting money for the sake of wasting money is not in my wife's repertoire. So, but I have to tell her, like this thing I want to buy her today for her birthday, I told her, you pick out the nice one that you really want, not the cheapest, or I will buy the most expensive one. And I think I shared this in a video a couple months ago. Somebody had noticed the new UVA hat I have. It's blue. Dearly bought it for me. I had to take her back to Mincer's, the store that sells all the UVA garb here in Charlottesville, the next day and buy her the shirt she wanted, because she wanted a shirt, but she wouldn't tell me which one it was because she knew I'd buy it for her. And she doesn't like to spend money in excess. So I dragged her back to the store and I found the most expensive shirt in the store. And I said, you show me that shirt you wanted yesterday so I can get it for you, or I'm buying you this, the most expensive shirt in the store. So she finally fessed up and showed me the one she liked, which was a third the price of the one I was prepared to buy her, and which I would have. And so she let me buy it for her. So I know what I'm going to get her. She's going to be the one to pick it out because that's her joy. But then lastly, we've invited just a small group of her friends now. Oh, and by the way, Debbie and Phil, thank you for the birthday card. We got that. Thank you. Dearly wanted me to email and thank you. I told her I was going to give you a shout out here and thank you because I know you guys watch. But we're just a few people are going to have dinner tonight, and we're going to have a good time. And I know she's going to like. And you guys, tomorrow, you guys will see what I got her. We're going to make sure you see that. I hate to keep you in suspense, but if she watches this video, she'll know what she's going to pick out for herself tonight. So anyway, it's about time for me to get in there and wake her up and wake Daniel up and start doing the get ready for school thing. But I wanted to come out. I hope our internet speed is working better. And at the end of this video, I'm going to put some of my favorite videos of my beautiful bride on the end. Please watch them and tell her happy birthday. I'm going to do her making her zucchini salad one I like. You guys like that too. It's had like 250,000 views. There's one of her cutting our son's hair, which I think is really cute. And Phil and Debbie horn bomb us in that video as they drive by. They live right up the road from us. And then I'll pick another one. I'll put 2 or 3 on there. So thank you for spending some time with me in the woodshed this morning. Thanks for being with us here at Homesteading Off the Grid. I'd like to welcome all of our new subscribers. We got like almost 1,000 yesterday. The post office video is still going bat dung crazy. So you guys have a great day, and we will see you here for more next time from Homesteading Off the Grid.